There's no shortcuts on the road to success, on the road to becoming the best version of yourself. There will be these tiny opportunities throughout your day where you could pussy out on things, where you could take a shortcut. They're small. Most of you guys don't even realize how small they are because they're like insignificant things that happen throughout your day, but you write them off. I'll give you a couple examples and how this actually applies to a bigger picture of you becoming successful. There's a quote that really resonated with me. David Goggins says, "No shortcuts for you, Goggins." I've been taking that quote and I say it to myself now. I say, "No shortcuts, Frunjan. Let's go." I say it out loud to myself too. In those moments where you could take the shortcut. And it's valid. It's nothing crazy. It's these small things. But they add up into medium things, which become big things, which stop you from doing the massive things that you need. You need to become that. You need to do those things to become the better version of yourself. I'll show you the smallest example, and I'll show you guys some slightly bigger examples. A couple small examples that have happened recently. Yesterday, my boy was at the house. He was about to leave. He said, "Hey dude, do you have any floss?" I said, "Yeah." Floss was upstairs. I went up to the master bathroom, got him the floss, came back downstairs, gave it to him. He left it on the counter. That was the only floss I had in the apartment. Fast forward, it's nighttime. I'm about to go to bed. I brushed my teeth. I'm upstairs. Did the mouthwash, looking around. I'm like, damn, the floss is downstairs. And I'm about to knock the fuck out. I already took my bedtime supplements. It was a long day. I was ready to knock the fuck out. So I was like, damn. And I had this thought, well, I guess tonight I'm not gonna floss. I don't need to floss tonight. I know this sounds crazy. I know this sounds very small and stupid. But in that moment I said, no shortcuts, Frunjan. You're fucking flossing. It's literally what I said. It's funny, but I'm telling you guys, the shit adds up. I'll show you how it adds up in a minute. So I walked downstairs, got the flossed my fucking teeth, went to bed. This morning, I was on the treadmill. I just finished up my workout right now. It's 5:30 in the morning. I just finished up my workout. But before that, I do a little bit of incline treadmill. I do about 300 calories. And so at about halfway, I really had to use the bathroom. Like I couldn't wait, I couldn't finish it. So I had to pause the treadmill at around 170, 180 calories burn. Went to use the fucking bathroom, came back out, the treadmill had reset. And so now when I'm finishing up the treadmill, I'm getting to about 120, I'm at like 115 going up to 120 because I'm trying to do the math here and I'm like, I think I ended at around 175, 180, so I need about 120. And right at around 115, my brain is like telling me, okay, we're good. We're right at around 300. But I know that I don't know exactly what the number was. I know it's somewhere between 170 and 180. My brain's trying to round down on the fucking number to finish it. And so I said, no shortcuts, Frunjan. And so I pushed through till I was at like 135, 140, till I was like clearly over the top. Right, so these small things, I know as I'm saying this, you guys might think, well, that's fucking stupid, dude. It's just floss, or it's just an extra 10 calories. But it's really not. It's the small decisions that you talk yourself out of. Because, dude, it's the same fucking self-talk. Do you get that? Either way, it's dealing with your brain and listening to your brain and letting your brain take the pussy way out. If you're walking down the street, this happens to me sometimes too. I'll walk down the street, I'm thinking about approaching the girl, and I walk by and I'm like, oh, I should have did it. The moment I walk by and I'm like, oh, I should have did it, I'm like, well, now I gotta do it. Going back up, gotta reopen now. No shortcuts. No shortcuts, Frunjan. Right? Swear to God, that's what I'll do. I'll walk past the girl, I almost did it. Start hearing an excuse, gotta do it. Even if it's not a good open now. Even if she saw me go by and hesitate. I don't care if I get the fucking girl. I don't care if I get the floss out of my gum. I don't give a fuck if I burn the extra 5 calories. But I do care that I didn't talk myself out of doing shit that day. That's what it's all about. That's why there's no shortcuts, Frunchen. How do you think that plays into you making bigger decisions? We're just strengthening the internal dialogue, the internal self-talk, that we are the guy that's gonna do that thing that nobody else wants to do. Nobody else does the thing. We're the fucking exception. You know what's funny is I was just in this gym. Towards the end of my workout, there's a decent amount of, like when I first go in there, nobody's in the gym. By the time I'm at the end of the workout, there's probably like 5 dudes in there. I'm the only dude that talks to each one of those dudes. So it's funny that there's a dynamic in there that none of them talk to any of each other, but all of them talk to me. It's funny as fuck. They'll walk through and everybody says good morning to me, and then they walk by each other and none of them talk to each other, even though it's the same 5 of us in the fucking gym every day. I think it's hilarious, actually. And that's good. Fuck it. I'm the exception. Be careful. Be aware of the self-talk. The small things, man. The small fucking things that you're trying to talk yourself out of. Because look, dude, if you talk yourself out of doing all the small shit, the thing is, like, your brain knows how often you listen to that dumbass voice that tells you not to do the thing. Deep down, your brain knows. Your brain, your consciousness, the dude that's observing your brain, they all have a relationship with each other, and they know how often you take the bitch way out. That's why this is important. Because it's on those small things you're creating neural pathways towards the bitch voice, dude. And at the end of the day, you know, it's not about the 5 calories. Fuck the 5 calories. That's not gonna do shit for me, man. Fuck that one night of flossing. It's not gonna do shit for me. Fuck opening that one girl that I already know is gonna reject me because she saw me hesitate when I went past her. And now she's gonna think I'm creepy. I don't give a fuck. It's not about any of that, dude. It's about right here and right here. And when I know that shit's strong, that does a lot for your fucking character, man. It does a lot for your character long term. That's gonna lead to bigger opportunities that the old you would pussy out, where you're like, I already did those things. I've been doing these things. I'm the guy that does these things. I'm doing this thing. It's a small 1% that are gonna add up to allow you to become a character who can take those bigger leaps later on. No shortcuts for Frunchen. No shortcuts for you either, my man. Happy Tuesday. Let's go.